Let's move along to the next topic. Okay,
It's
so
Sick to Death is the name
sick
of
to
the topic,
death.
and this is about RFK Jr., comma, the least healthy looking person that I can imagine, comma, somehow being in charge of Health and Human Services. So,
Yeah, I
um,
mean, I don't think he's in there yet, but here's what happened.
but there's more stuff. Yeah.
Yeah, here's what happened. So RFK Jr. has been targeting the NIH for a while with his rhetoric and making promises even before he decided to join in with Trump when he was running his own presidential campaign about how he was going to fire almost all the employees at the National Institute of Health. And all of his anti-vaxxer, groupies all gobbled that up as if that meant you're going to stop the drug companies. It's like, no, it means he's putting a halt and wants to put a halt to us, the United States, being at the forefront of medical breakthroughs across all disease spectrums. Medical breakthroughs in Alzheimer's, medical breakthroughs in cancer, medical breakthroughs in everything, anything you diabetes, anything you can think of that we are, even the small rare things that are so devastating, and to people, to things like MS. So anywhere we could have in biotech, right, implants and robotics, all of that, the NIH is responsible. It has a huge funding arm, and especially for the new stuff, for young new minds that are coming in and doing the most cutting edge research out of universities. This is where they get their grants. And once you put it in front of the NIH, sometimes there's entrepreneurial backing behind that as well. This is what my husband's family perfected, was this marriage of academic research and private equity to actually lead to things like, oh, the pacemaker, oh, the cochlear implant, an ocular implant, the insulin pump. Okay. That came out of a combination of academic research, entrepreneurial, and always having the NIH involved in the grants, setting up institutes at research institutions, at our academic institutions. This is what this man, RFK Jr., is saying, is somehow we're going to get rid of that and everybody just take some oregano oil and you'll all be cured. Like, this is
Garlic.
what we're up against. So what happened, what Trump did, and it's all under the guise this week, which is a good lead into our guest. It's been done under the guise of DEI, right?
Mm.
Because they're dismantling anything that had any DEI. So what they did was say to the NIH and uh, dictate to the NIH, you will cease and desist and stop any and all meetings, communications. Any communications, can't even send an email. And this involves grant committees, all of that, all at a halt without, because under this sort of DEI, we have to investigate the DEI with no beginning up again date. It's beyond unprecedented. It's just very, very dangerous. This is how you shut it all down, because what happened is all of these people who are waiting for their grants, which have already been allocated, right, and they're going through the layers of committees for that, already been allocated by Congress. That's all halted. So they're going to go somewhere else. This has nothing to do with the pharmaceutical industry and the evils of vaccines. This has nothing to do with even that. This is about us being able to fucking find cures. I would like to find a cure for Alzheimer's. That's very important to me right now.
Yeah.
And we were on the cusp, and there's been all these problems with it, and here we were on the cusp again, yanked it out, yanked it out. So not only, so this man's hand is in there. Donald wouldn't even know to do any of this if it wasn't for RFK Jr. And he also is going to be given, and probably will get through these committee hearings. I don't doubt it. They'll just shove him through. He's going to be in charge of the CDC as well. We have Donald pulling out of the World Health Organization, and RFK Jr. is going to be in charge of the Centers for Medicaid and Medicare and Medicaid. That all falls under that umbrella of the appointment, the cabinet appointment.